Well, we're live. We're here. Whether or not anybody watches this is up for debate. It's up. We're gonna find out, but we're here and we're excited for big business. It's big business tonight, and I'm for one am yeah. I as you can tell, I'm a really good streamer and I have a lot of experience, but I'm excited for big business tonight. It's gonna be a great show. I'm probably just gonna run through the card, and if nobody ends up watching this, I'll just upload it, and there you go, big business preview. That will go out of date very fast, but that's what it is. That's what it is. But if anyone is here, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. That's what it's all about. We talk graps. As anyone who watches this channel know, we say it every single video. We do watch the graps and we do enjoy them. So yeah, hopefully everything goes smoothly tonight. I recently saw on Twitter that there was a Stardom partnership. I don't know where that came from. I mean, I expected it. It's not like it was surprising or anything like that, but it's kind of crazy that it just dropped like that. He just posted a picture with old Taro Okada, I think his name is. I mean, that's kind of beast, I'm not going to lie. What I thought was most beast was actually Mercedes securing her Japanese work on her first night in. So that's a real worker. That's what you do when you're a real wrestler and you know how to do the business. That's what it's all about. But to prevent myself from keep yapping, we're just gonna look at the Dynamite card. I am actually gonna pull it up because I see it. I had it ready. I'm a good streamer. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We have our own little thing going on here. But all right, we'll go one by one and then we'll end the stream afterwards. Hopefully somebody's here, and hopefully they're not here for just for me to preview Samoa Joe and Wardlow, because that's not the most exciting on the card. But it'll be okay. I have faith in it. But obviously, shout out to WrestleOps for posting it. He's not the only one, but shout out because he's the one I'm looking at. We'll start at the bottom. We'll go Hook and Chris Jericho versus Gates of Agony. I like Gates of Agony. I'm a fan. I thought they did really well in their Japan work. Their tag league run, I thought, was really inspired. That helped them out a lot, because when they came back, they were a lot better as workers for it. So I thought that was really helpful and a really needed one. I'm not sure how I feel about Chris Jericho latching on to another young guy and kind of just, going along for the ride with them, but that's what Chris Jericho's going to do. What can he even do? He's going to do that every time, and that's just what it is. But I think the match will be fine. Hopefully Hook doesn't just look like an absolute fool in there. His work lately has been hit or miss. I really like the Joe match. I thought it was one of my favorite matches of the year. It's not like top 5 or anything like that, but it's like top 15. Pretty handedly top 15, which is saying a lot for a Hook match. So hopefully you can kind of bring that energy here. I'm not sure if you will, because he's partnered with Chris Jericho, but that is what it is. I'm excited to see how Toa looks in there. And I know a lot of people do really like Toa. I like Khan a lot. I don't know if I'm just like a look merchant. I don't know if I'm just like, he looks really cool and he's got aura because of it, but he looks like a freak, and he's toned as shit, and he's got the tribal tattoos. That's beast. I'm sorry, but it is. Hopefully he shows out here in a big way. I've been kind of looking for that from him lately, but he had some good stuff in the tag league, but we'll see what he can do here. Honestly, I'm going to skip Willow and Riho because I want to talk about it at the end, because that's where I think Mercedes is coming in. But we'll talk about that at the end. Darby Allin versus Jay White. Maybe the last Darby Allin match ever. That's very morbid, but Darby said it himself. I don't know. I'm not of the opinion that some people are, where Tony shouldn't let him do Mount Everest. I don't think that's really that valid, but I understand where people are coming from when it comes to that. But it is Darby's dream, and if the guy wants to do it, he's gonna do it. And he's, him and Tony have a weird relationship. I think we've all know that. So, I hope he gets back safely, because I think everybody right now, from what I see, is just worried for the guy. They're just like, I don't know if he can actually do this, which I don't think is that crazy, but I hope he gets home okay, because not just for the wrestling aspect, which of course I would miss Darby Allin the wrestler, because he's fucking awesome. He's one of the best baby faces in the world. I think a lot of us are ready to say that. I'm willing to say that. but just for the person, I want him to make it home, and I want him to accomplish his dreams too, because that's what we all strive for. And I think Darby has, you know, I just hope he gets it done. I hope he does it. I kind of hope Jay White. I know Darby's gonna bump like shit for him, and it's gonna be a lot. I'm really excited to see how Darby takes the Blade Runner. I think that's gonna be. He might land directly on his head, and just a ripple effect on his neck might occur. But I'm excited to see how he takes it. I just hope Jay really shows out, because Darby Allin is the guy you give to wrestlers who just haven't really found their place in a while, and just to look cool. They did it with Takeshita earlier this year. They did it, I forget who exactly they did it with, but they did it with another like well-known, notable guy, and it like worked out really well, because Darby is the best at selling and making his opponent look really good. So hopefully he's able to do that for Jay here, because Jay needs it. Jay is a beast. I'm a big Jay guy. I enjoy a lot of his stuff, his promo work, of course, but I kind of enjoy his matches. Not kind of enjoy his matches. That's sounds like I'm saying, well, it's okay. It's nothing crazy, but I hope he shows out here. Trios match. The New Elite, Kazuchika Okada and Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. Make sure that you're saying it like that, because we respect our EVPs here, and we give them everything they deserve for what they've done for pro wrestling and for us. But they're up against Eddie Kingston, Penta El Cero Miedo, oh, nailed that, and Pac in his return match. This is going to be awesome. I have no doubt this is going to fucking rule. I think that Willow and Riho is going to main event, but if this main events, I will have no problem with it. I love Okada. I love the Bucks. I love Eddie Kingston. Penta is a little hit or miss. Sometimes he doesn't try very hard. And then I love Pac. I think it's going to be awesome. I have no doubt this is going to be match of the night, unless they give like Willow Riho like, I don't know, like 16 minutes or something crazy like that. I think that would be awesome. Having an epic, just that would rule. But I think this will be match of the night pretty handedly, and I'm really excited just to see. I know we got the squash with the New Elite not too long ago, but I hope there's going to be a little bit more in this, and I'm excited to see what they come up with, because obviously they've been friends for a really long time, and I think they have that natural connection. So I hope that they are able to show out and show that natural connection, and it really works out in the ring. I think this is a great 6 pairing, great 6 guys to throw in there to make both teams look good. This is going to rule. I'm really excited for this. Moving on, we'll go Samoa Joe and Wardlow. I'm very scared about this. It could be very bad. I think a lot of people are not, well, that's not true. A lot of people know that it could be very bad, because Wardlow isn't the best worker in the world, and he has his moments. But honestly, if they just have bombs away, go crazy kind of match, I think that would work. It would do exactly what they needed to do. Hopefully Wardlow does not scare away all the Mercedes viewers, but I don't think he will. I think Joe will. Hopefully they'll know what they're doing after what they did last match. They'll know how to make it better. I'm pretty confident about it, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see what this one looks like. I think Samoa Joe is definitely going to retain. I don't think anyone thinks otherwise. I hope they don't, because that's no. Yeah, I think he's going to retain. I don't think that Mr. MJF is going to return here. I just don't see it happening. I feel like they're building Dynasty to kind of be that for him, I think. I don't know where he would slot in on Dynasty. Maybe Adam Cole does something on there. I don't know. His foot is fucking exploded still. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I think MJF is suited for Dynasty more so than big business. I think it needs to be all about Mercedes, and that's about what it is. It can't. There can be no one else that takes the shine away from Mercedes, because I think she's that good, and has that much potential to do great business for them. I hope there's no one like Max, or what was the other name that people were saying should return here, or like, oh no, it was before Okada debut. People were like, oh, let's debut Okada on the same night. No, I think they should announce Forbidden Door though tonight. I saw Charlie of WrestlePurist tweet that out. I think that would be a great idea. Make it the biggest show in the world. With the Stardom stuff, oh boy, if it's close to me, I don't know. Got to convince the girlfriend to go to take another trip to go watch wrestling, because that is gonna fucking rule. I'm excited for that. Even if even if we don't end up going, I will for sure be watching live, and might cop a NordVPN so I can get that little bundle deal they got going on. I think that'd be a pretty good idea, but we'll see. Now I delayed it until now, but we're gonna talk about it now. Willow Nightingale versus Riho. I think if not the 6-man, this has the chance to be the best match of the night, because Riho is such a good babyface. She is so good at selling. She's so good at making her opponent look like monsters, while also making her offense still look really impactful and make it seem like it's valid, because a lot of people have issues with, she's so small, how could her offense, work? But then you put her in one of these matches and it just does. She hits hard and they bump hard for her, and I think it's awesome. This has got to be a Willow win, because Willow, she needs to be higher on this card, like in the pecking order of the women's division, than she is. I think she, like everyone else, I also think she has the potential to be the best women's babyface in the company if they actually give her something to do, if they give her something valid. But ultimately that kind of comes down to, will they give her something valid? I think with Mercedes coming in, that's a ready-made feud right there. I really hope they do that feud quickly. I really hope. I would be moved by that, because it's just so easy to come in and be like, you injured me, you put me on the shelf for a while, so I'm gonna kick your ass. And she could be a babyface there too. It could work, but I don't know. Could it work? I don't want Willow to even lean heel. That's not her lane. So aside from all that, I think that this match is going to rule, and I hope it main events, because I think Mercedes Mone should debut in the main event, because it just seems like a big deal, and I want it to be like top of the show. We'll get concurrent viewership. That's where I think it kind of lands. Tony's going to want to get that concurrent viewership throughout the show, and if he's got someone like Mercedes the whole show, like on the horizon, people are like, oh, she's going to come in at the women's match. I think that would work. So I say that they main event with Willow Nightingale and Riho, and there you go. You do it. The Natural Direction. Oh my God. I'm being blessed with the owner of Joel Holbert Promotions in my chat right now. Mercedes will is the natural direction if they aren't going right to a title win. I 100% agree. I'm not sure if I kind of want them to go straight to a title win. I know a lot of people want them to, pretty soon, and I get that because she's such a big star. But I don't know. Do you need to get that belt off Tony quickly? I think you might. I think you might need to get that away from her before you have Mercedes deal with all that, because I don't want Mercedes Mone in the Tonyverse. That's not what I'm about. I want her to wrestle, Tony's understudy, her Mariah May. I want that, but I don't want her to be involved with that. So I say we'll get Mercedes Mone, and she's gonna debut, and it'll go right into that Willow program. That's where I see it heading. So yeah, hopefully that's what happens, because I always like being right, and that'd be cool. I think for the opener, I know I got to watch the Joel Holbert Promotions live stream today while I was at work. So I did hear that Samoa Joe and Wardlow should open. I 100% agree, and I agree that it should go 7 to 9 minutes. And I said earlier in the stream, but we'll say it again, it's got to just be bombs away and just have these two dudes hammer each other, because I don't know, a long form match between them, I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, I'm torn on it too, especially as Timeless Tony versus Mercedes Moné sounds spooky. Very spooky. Very spooky scary. I don't know if I'm interested, just because Tony just I like Tony a lot. I was a fan of her when she came in. I'd never seen her before. If you're not aware, if anyone else watching is not aware, I'm kind of new to wrestling, watching it fully, being super invested in it. But I've always enjoyed her work. It's just she doesn't know how to do it. And I wish that the title match with Deonna Purrazzo on the pay-per-view was just more focused. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be. I was really disappointed, because I was at the show, and I was really excited for, and then it just kind of fell flat on its face. So I don't want anything Mercedes related to even touch something like that, because I think that would be an aura killer a little bit, and No, can't happen. This Holberg guy has good takes. I agree. I agree. He's got some good stuff out there. I need to see a little bit more love for the Gun Club and stuff like that, and just those kind of new guys. I need to see a little bit more love there. The guy likes Samoa Joe a little bit too much. I don't know. It's getting a little like aggressive at this point. I'm not too sure if that's I don't know. It's hostile. How much there's Samoa Joe, and also how could we forget how hostile the Rock love is there? But that one I'm willing to forgive because that's Mana. That's Mana, baby. That's Mahalo all day. Mahalo all day. And I appreciate the good stuff. I appreciate that. It's, first time, so, get a little nerves, going. And I got the Joel Holbert Promotions owner in there, so it gets a little nerve-wracking when you have one of the greatest wrestling promoters of the modern era in your chat. That's tough out there. But yeah, now that I run down the Dynamite card, I'm not too sure. See, I go in with the first stream and I have a Dynamite card and that's about it. So I don't know what else we should talk about. Maybe Stardom. Maybe we should talk about Stardom and the matches I want to see, which is also something I'm even more new to, is Stardom itself. So, all right, we're gonna open it up. We're gonna open it up here. We're gonna see. I'm gonna look at my spreadsheet. And we're going to see all the fun. See, I got a little nice sheet. Oh, don't expose too much now. I got a little nice sheet going. And we're going to see what matches some Stardom talent on here that I would like to see Mercedes Mone wrestle. Because there's a lot of them. Run back the Mayu Iwatani match. Because why not? Do it again. Because it's going to be awesome. Do it again. Oh, the Miyu match. Oh, the Miyu match. Oh, that would be good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. They would. Oh my god. I don't know. That thought of that match really got me going. I like that. Obviously. Oh my god. Saray. Chihiro Hashimoto. Oh, Hashimoto. Fucking Mercedes. Holy shit. They're not gonna do it because it's not big enough for Forbidden Door. But just throw that on a Dynamite, man. It would be so good. I saw some Joe Holbert love for Chihiro Hashimoto on the timeline the other day. Excellent connection. Wonderful. We're back. Okay. We're back. Sorry about that. Hopefully there's still people watching here. My internet completely shit out there because, yeah, it's internet. What can you do? What can you do? There's not much to say about that, but yeah, hopefully there's people still chilling in here. I was, obviously talking about some Hashimoto business because Hashimoto is very, very good. But we'll see. Here, let me go back up to the spreadsheet so I don't keep showing that. Let's see here. I think we're still good. I'm trying to make sure that we're still okay. Oh, we're still good. Okay, we're still good. It's just the thing messing up. I just wanted to make sure that we're still good because my internet shit out. Okay, we're good now. We'll talk more about Hashimoto because Hashimoto business is good business here. So Hashimoto is a very good worker, and I would love to see her against some Chris Statlander. I'd love to see Hashimoto versus Jamie Hayter. That would rule. I would be so down for that. So hopefully we get some work like that. Happy Mercedes Day. Absolutely. Happy Mercedes Day to all who celebrate. I am back. Let's go. We're winning. This is a mic where I don't know why I'm fidgeting with it. But we're winning. We're back. Internet shit out. My internet's been so bad lately. It keeps like cutting out randomly, and it's obviously it goes out on the worst time, but hey, that's life. As one Joel Holbert would say, these are the games we play. So we'll keep going down this little spreadsheet here. Again, don't look too hard at the star ratings because star ratings, even though I post them, don't look too hard at them. Who do I got on here that I would like to see Mercedes against? Ooh, some Micah business. Ooh, give her the title. Oh, okay, that would be good right there. Here's an idea. Got one. You give Mercedes the title before Forbidden Door, and then you have her wrestle the Stardom champion, Micah. Oh my god. That would cook so hard. I haven't watched too many Micah matches. I haven't seen too many. You know, I'm still getting into Stardom. I only watch some of the top stuff, but oh, that would slap so hard. Just judging by this one match. Let's see here. What are your thoughts on Max Caster being dumb on Twitter? I have the same thoughts as everyone. I'm not gonna lie. Caster needs to stop being dumb on Twitter. I personally, I get what he's going for. I think everyone gets what he's going for, but I can't stand the, oh, let me be like, I hate the Marks guy. You silly Marks. I worked you. It's like you have him tweeting about like, oh, I got hacked. Like this is real funny. Like I don't know who tweeted it, but it was like guy who thinks he's funny, but like he's the only one who thinks he's funny. That's just, it's not for me. I get what he's going for, and maybe it pops some people, but I can't really get behind it, especially like the Sammy Guevara post. Like that's just so like it goes too edgy for me. Just there's a point of edginess. Like you can have a little something, but come on, don't be weird, bro. Like it gets to be too much. Mercedes versus Messina versus, oh my god, Mercedes versus Athena is the one. It absolutely is the one. I love Athena's work. Like everyone else, I am not going to try to be different. I'm not going to try to say something that, you know, I don't actually think, or just, you know, just to be cool. I love Athena. I don't know if any of you here watching watched the match. I'm sure definitely Joe did. I heard Jim talk about it, and maybe you did. But the match versus, gotta recall Nyla Rose. That tables match, that was a great match. It was very simple, and it was not too long, and it did what it needed to do. That was really fun. I know she hasn't wrestled as much this year, but when she did, it was just so good. Like I just enjoyed that. I think it was put together really well, and it was some cool booking. Why, I can't hate on that. It went for like 12 minutes, and like they went through 5 different tables. That's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. And Nyla took a nasty bump on the outside for the finale. She took it was kind of nasty. And she took a nasty bump actually on the first table break that she did. She like fell flat on her back. Shout out Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is good. I've seen some people say like she's not good. She's really good. I like her work. I hope she gets maybe a match with Mercedes. I don't know, but probably not. I don't know how that would go, but she's good. Versus Billy Starks was a crazy one. Look, I love that match versus Billy Starks. I thought that was so awesome. Oh my god, it would have been so good if they had the right crowd for it, but the crowd was like burnt out, and like I was hearing reports, like people, not reports, there was just people saying it, but they were saying that people were like leaving and stuff. That's so weird to me. You missed out on something great if you did, but I thought that was a great match. It was like a great epic, and there was so much emotion behind it. And then I wasn't sure how I felt with them hugging at the end. I wasn't sure like Billy Starks going back to Athena, but I think it's kind of grown on me. I don't know if I would have, you know, gotten rid of the Minions gimmick that early either. So I understand it. When did that match happen? I'm sure it's on here. It definitely is on here. So let's see. Oh, did it happen before? No, it happened before, didn't it? Yeah, it definitely happened before. But I thought it was a great match. I think I gave it 4.5 or 4.75. It was really good. I really liked it. I get not everybody's into like that epic style match, but I was a big fan. So shout out to them. They put in some great work there. Yeah, Mercedes and Athena. I mix and jumbled. Mercedes and Athena would be such a good match. Honestly, let's do, in the spirit of Joel Holbert, in the spirit of, I don't know, the Late Night Grin, I guess. I don't know. We're going to pull up the AEW roster page, and we're going to look at some women's wrestlers that I want to see Mercedes wrestle. Why does it look like that? You guys are seeing this, right? It's got a weird white on it. What the hell is that about? All right, whatever. Going down. All right, we'll go one by one. Abaddon. No, I'm good. I'll pass. Sorry, Abaddon. I'm good. I'm good on that. Anna Jay. Anna Jay had a good match with. Oh my God, what did she have a good match with? I think it was with. it was with her second. Oh my God, Toni Storm and then Mariah May. I have a really bad memory. This is, if you watch my channel for extended periods of time, you'll know I have a horrid memory. That's one of them. But she had a great match there. I was excited for that. So that would be cool. I'd be down for that. Obviously, we talked about Athena, Mercedes versus Britt. It's going to happen, without a doubt. It's going to happen. If there are people out there that might think it's not going to happen because they don't like Britt, but it's going to happen. So honestly, I'm there for it. I'm actually going to talk about Britt in my video that's going to release on Saturday. So check out the video if you are into that sort of thing. Yeah, we're going to talk about Britt, and it's actually going to, this is for anyone watching. This is going to be your little sneak here. It's about wrestlers, AEW wrestlers in particular, that are in their make or break years, and Britt Baker is on it. So we'll talk about that, and yeah, I'd be down for the Athena or the Mercedes match. I think that'd be awesome. We got another Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes at Wembley. Look, I have been on this train since I first heard somebody say that. Obviously, I thought that match would be dope. Just thinking of Jamie versus versus Mercedes, but then someone thought, oh, what about if they did it at Wembley? And then, actually, what if they main evented Wembley with it? And I was immediately moved. I was immediately right there with it. We're ready to go. I'm locked in for that. I want it to main event. I get you're probably going to have Ospreay on there, and he's probably going to challenge for the title. But I want some Mercedes and Jamie Hayter business on the main event, on the top billing. I think that'd be awesome. They would just slug it out so hard, and I miss Jamie so much. Like, she was having the run of her life and getting so over, and in her home country, and Mercedes being the heel, which actually, if I talked about Mercedes in one of my videos lately, that was something I specifically mentioned. I wanted her to be a heel, so heel Mercedes against face Jamie Hayter at Wembley Stadium in front of her home crowd. Talk to me. Main event. That's main event. It's big time. Let's see. Did Triple H give Trinity and Bayley permission to head to AEW? Or did they be like, screw contract tampering, I'm going to do me? I think Kevin Nash was lying. I think he was capping on the timeline. He didn't want anyone to know about it, but we figured it out. They just approve it. I don't think it's a big deal. I think people think it's this big deal. Like, it's this big thing that, oh, are they doing this? What are they doing here? How could this happen? But they're just buddies. They just want to go support their gal. Shout out to them. I think they just got approved. And I don't even know if they need approval necessarily. I know there's a lot of, I think they need approval from AEW, but I don't think they need approval from WWE. As long as they don't appear on screen, I think it's fine. But I know there's AEW wrestlers who always go to WWE, like the iconic, not iconic, but the one everyone references, Ricky at the Royal Rumble. That's, it just happens. And they have spouses in each company. I don't think it's that serious. As long as they're not on screen, it's not a big deal. I don't think anyone cares. Mercedes Moné isn't going to bring big audiences every week, just so you know. Cap, I think she will. As long as she's presented well, as long as she's booked well, and presented as the main event talent she could be, she is a star, and she can bring a new group of people in. There's the crew. The crew will watch Mercedes wherever she goes. They watch New Japan for Mercedes. They'll watch AEW Dynamite. I think they got to present her well. Got to keep the star power. Got to keep the aura. Cannot do anything to tamper with it. Can't have her doing any of the stuff every other woman in AEW does. She's got to be different. Let's see here. Thoughts on Mercedes potentially joining the new Elite? Here for that as well. I saw that one. I saw people mention something like that. I wouldn't do it right away, but I think, like I said, I wanted Mercedes to be heel, and I want her to be heel by Wembley. So if she joins the Elite, maybe joins and gets the belt with the Elite and then comes over, I think I'd be here for that. That sounds awesome. I would be totally for it. The CEO with the EVPs and, Okada. I'm here for that. That'd be awesome. Let's see here. Only huge rating is going to be tonight only. I mean, tonight I think would have a great rating, but I think it all depends on how they present it after tonight. I think that would probably change things, but I understand being doubtful. It's okay to doubt AEW like that because they've signed plenty of people and it hasn't bumped it up too much. I don't really care about ratings personally, but I get where you're coming from. I would just say it comes down to the presentation. They sold 8K tickets in Boston on a rumor. She's arguably the biggest star of the Horsewoman, not named Becky. I would say she's probably the biggest star in general, just because of all the stuff she does outside of wrestling. But obviously Becky has the argument, big time Bex. But yeah, they sold 8K tickets, and I don't know if it was much of a rumor. I don't know if that was just a little rumor thing. That was just, they named it Boston. They named it Boston, and then had like all their graphics and stuff say Boston with cash symbols and stuff. They were not being shy about Mercedes Mone coming in, but hey, that's promotion right there. It's what you gotta do. And they did sell 8K tickets. I don't know where. I saw something like Dave got 9.5 or something like that. I was like, I don't even think they set up for that much, but hey, 9.5. I'd be down for it. If you think 3,000 people is a sellout, then it's something wrong with you. Rhea Ripley is a bigger draw than Mercedes Mone. There's something in the backlights because multiple seats are empty. Okay, that's they have more than 3,000 people, but and sure, if you want to say Rhea Ripley is a bigger star than Mercedes, sure, that's it's fine by me, but I would argue against it. I think with Mercedes stuff, she was in fucking Star Wars. That's awesome. I would agree. 8K tickets are insane from one Samira Nimmer out here, my wonderful girlfriend. Yeah, it is insane. It's awesome, and she deserves it. Of course she was going to get that kind of love because she just has such a loyal fan base, and it's her home state and home city. You're always going to get that much love. It's huge for them. 8,000 is 13? No, it's not. It is less than 13, but it's still a fuck ton of tickets. So I think I get what you're going for, but I don't really care. I don't know what you want. Hey, 8K is a lot of tickets. That's a lot of people. We get an Okada and Mercedes back-to-back weeks, and let's talk about tickets. See, that's kind of what I mean. Like, I understand where like a lot of people talk about ticket sales and viewership and stuff like that, but it's not something I care about like at all. I just want there to be good wrestling. I want wrestlers to get paid well. I want them to get treated well. I want wrestling to be fun. I want wrestling to be exciting. If you like WWE and you like TNA or you like New Japan, I want it to be great for all of you. I'm not an enjoy all wrestling freak. I'm not saying that at all. You don't have to enjoy all wrestling, but I want wrestling to be exciting for people that enjoy those companies. I want their company to be exciting, and AEW's in an exciting time right now. WWE's exciting right now for all the business they're doing. It's good on both ends, and I would agree. We're getting Okada and Mercedes. That moves me greatly. I'm really excited to see that. It ain't much what? TNA Wrestling did not get 10. I think they sold like 800 in 2 weeks for 2 different shows. Liv Morgan better. I give I'm just kind of reading it off. Obviously, I get what this person is going for, but sure. Chad Gable better than Hook? Well, you're right. That's that one you're right about. Liv Morgan better than Julia Hart? You're probably maybe I don't know. Chad Gable better than Hook though? Probably. Okay, Tiffany better than Mariah? That's no. No. That's not true. Okay, hang on now. Let's go here. How do we do here? I don't see it. Yours message were bang. I'm just done with all that. I get what that person's going for, but I don't really care. Same Shinsuke, whose WrestleMania moment was kicking someone in the nuts. Hey, shout out to Shinsuke Nakamura. I need to go back and watch those New Japan matches maybe someday. But we have a few more minutes till some big business occurs. I'll probably be on here for another 5 or so. So if you got anything else, questions, I'll answer whatever. Maybe we'll go through a few of these names. I'm seeing Hikaru Shida and Emi Sakura on my screen right now, so that's something I would be totally down for. You think AJ Styles will jump ship? I think if Tony Khan offers him a lot of money. I think that is definitely, obviously, but I think there's definitely a chance. TK loves his, lore. He loves all those guys like that, and I would be down. I would be down to see AJ in AEW. I'm not sure what he could do physically at this point. I know he's looked better since he, came back. But, even for just like maybe a year or so and then he calls it quits just to kind of like have the moment. It kind of just depends what he like cares about, like moment wise and stuff like that. But I would be here for it. It wouldn't mind too much for me. We'll go through a few more names here. Let's see. Scrolling down. Obviously, Chris Statlander. Mercedes Chris. I love Chris Statlander. I don't know if anyone likes Chris Statlander as much as I do, but I fucking love Chris Statlander. I think she's awesome. So shout out Chris Statlander. That match would rule. His contract, he'd fit this roster perfectly. I agree. Because he just like kind of fits the era that all this roster came up in. So I think there's definitely he would fit right in, and there'd be a lot of stories to tell if they decided to tell them. But I think it all just depends on what his body is feeling like after that contract comes to a close. Maybe the lighter AEW schedule might entice him a little more too, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see about AJ Styles, but I'd be down for it once again. Obviously, the Glamour, Mariah May, I would be 100% down to see her versus Mercedes. I think that match might be Mercedes, I don't want to say best because there's Athena, but I think it would be up there with some of the best that there would be. But that match would be awesome. Maybe Mother Wayne, throw in there with Mother Wayne. Why not? A lot of people call Mercedes Mother anyways, so we can make it happen. Don't you get it, lol? The people always bringing up ticket sales and ratings work for AEW and WWE. Who the fuck cares about ratings? I don't know if like work for both the companies, but they definitely like just go. They ride for those companies. That's probably a good way to put it. They just ride till death do us part type shit. And like I don't care. Like I'm not bringing up like obviously I bring it up when I say like Mercedes. I think she can move tickets. I think she can move ratings. But like analyzing the number week to week and stuff like that, like I just don't have anything to say about it. If the wrestling was good and I liked the show, then I liked the show. Like I don't really care how many people were in the building. Obviously I want the company that I enjoy to do well, but I think just talking about it every week, talking about the same shit over and over again, it's just there's no fun in that. There's no I don't know how there's any enjoyment from all that, but some people just like that. I didn't mean literally. It's upset. Like, yeah, it is obsessive. It's obsessive with like ratings and tickets and stuff. And I understand people like numbers and people like stats and stuff, but I'm never gonna be that obsessive. If you catch me being that obsessive about one company's ticket sales on this channel, then this shit's bought and paid for. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Which I won't let it be bought and paid for, but someone gave me a lot of money to talk about that shit because I will not do it. Queen Aminata. That would be awesome. Obviously, Queen just hits like a fucking truck, and Mercedes would be so good in selling it. It would rule. That match would rule. We're getting to the bottom here. We're getting to the end of the stream. So if anyone has anything else they'd like to say, go ahead. Spit it out. I will absolutely respond to it. Also, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the live stream. I've gotten, a great little viewership here. And we got stopped by the owner of Joel Holbert Promotions, Joel Holbert himself. So that was awesome. That was really great. So definitely gonna catch me tweeting at him later. We'll see. How would you round out the rest of the Dynasty card? That's a tough question to ask. That's a crazy one. Hold on. Okay, we'll end it off on that one most likely because that AEW Dynasty card, because that is a great question. I don't think Tony's gonna troll everybody. That'd be funny if he trolled everybody, but that would kind of kill the company. I would not be down for that. I don't think he's gonna troll anybody. I'm playing a dangerous game here, scrolling Twitter, but oh god. Okay, so yeah, tag tournament finals. Obviously, a Mercedes singles. I think against Willow, Polka Gold, Joel Swerve, Ospreay Danielson. I don't know. I'd like to see maybe Takeshita get a cool match on there. I would like to see a TBS title defense on there. We didn't get it on Revolution. I think this would be a good fit for it. Maybe a fun gimmick match. Throw in a bunch of luchadors with some ladders and call it a day. I think that would work for me. Maybe one more big singles match would be good too. But yeah, definitely one more big singles match. I don't really know who I'd put on there. Maybe Hangman if he's ready. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be ready yet. So Yeah, just put one of your big stars in a match there, singles. Maybe give them a stip. I don't know, but yeah, I'm so against any Saraya versus Mercedes match. It's in the past. It might be in the past to you, but it's happening. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's gonna happen. They like each other. I think it could be cool. All that history. I think I'd be down for that. Honestly, I think they could do something with it. Saraya had a good match with Tony, which maybe is more telling about Tony Storm's title reign, but she had a good match with her. So shout out to her. That would work for me. So far, just Osprey and Bryan. Yeah, but these are kind of like the rumored stuff, so I'm gonna go with that. Osprey Bryan, I think, is enough. Maybe that's just me, but I think it's enough because it could sell me a ticket right there. I'd say, hold on, we gotta look through the roster page. Always gotta look through the roster page. We'll scroll together here. Ooh, maybe give Pac a single. Ooh, there we go. Another singles match. That other big one is Okada versus Eddie, and I think that would be good. I think that would rule big time. Yeah, I don't want it to be like crazy long or anything, but it obviously will be. But yeah, that would be the big one, an Okada Eddie match. That's the big one right there. Yeah. As I was saying it, I looked over in the chat and you had said that. So yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. Does Tony Khan present Mercedes away? What? No. Like this, no, he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. I hope he doesn't do that, but he's not gonna do that. He'd be crazy. How Tony gone? I spoke about it earlier in the stream, but I think it's gonna be. I think Willow and Riho's gonna main event, and she's gonna debut after, and they're gonna give her some time with a live mic, and she's gonna start a feud with Willow. I think that's my prediction. It's probably gonna be wrong, but we're going with that. That's the one I'm sticking with. Gotta open the show with her? I don't know. I kind of want it to be different. I understand wanting to open the show, and I obviously wouldn't mind if I heard Mone at the beginning, but I think it's got to be maybe a little bit different than how you did Punk. She's just not the same. So, yeah, I think there's a very good chance it'll open the show, but I don't know. Throw out something interesting. Throw out something a little different. Why not? Do you think AEW need brand split? Maybe a little bit more, but I think they kind of manage it well with Collision and Dynamite where it all makes sense. So, not a hard one. I don't think a hard one is necessary. I maybe would have thought that when Punk was running the show, but I think as of now, I think we're chilling. I think they manage both sides of the coin very well, and I wouldn't think it would be necessary, but yeah, maybe they will. I don't think they will though, because I think they know they do a good job managing it. And with that, crowd won't hijack the show. That's a good point, but I don't know. Maybe she'll do something interesting. I don't think they would hijack the show. I think it would be like sitting on their hands like, okay, when's Mercedes coming out? But maybe you open with Willow Riho. I think whenever Willow Riho is, whether it opens or closes, I think that's where she debuts. But I could be wrong, but that's what I'm going with. Big mistake not have Tony Storm segment tonight. Maybe a little bit, but again, I mentioned earlier as well, I don't want her involved. I don't want Mercedes and Tony to be involved. I kind of would have liked Tony to be on the show as well. Like, I kind of understand wanting to promote your women's champion, but I kind of don't want them to interact while she has the belt. I just don't think I want Mercedes in that kind of, in the Tony-verse, so to say. But with all that, with all the roster look along and all the stuff we've done, we're going to wrap up the stream. Thank you to everyone who chatted. I did not expect so many people to come and chat and have just something to say and ask questions and stuff. So I really appreciate everyone who stopped by. There will be more streams in the past, so make sure to keep a lookout on Twitter. Follow me at It's Noviak. You can see it on the bottom left there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. I upload videos every single Saturday where we talk graps, just as we do here. And leave a like on this video. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Much love to you all. And peace. Enjoy the show. Money.